Hi everybody and welcome to the DrivingMaul Round 5 Super Rugby predictions. I'm Paul, the guy behind DrivingMaul, and it has been a good season so far. We've had some great rugby, even if there is lots of discussion around the format. If you're interested in my thoughts on the format, then check out yesterday's video where I talked about how I thought the Super Rugby format should go. Any questions, please feel free to put them in the video, or if you're watching the recording, tweet me back or put comments in below if you're watching on YouTube. Cheers guys. So this round we kick off with Crusaders versus the Force. The Crusaders have had a perfect season so far but haven't really picked up any bonus points, and the Force have been doing better than we expected. Still a trip over to Christchurch, and I think it's only going to be a Crusaders win, and I'm going for by about 15 points there. The Rebels host the Tars, two sides that really do need a win. And have had really tough starts to the season, at least results-wise. I'm going to go for the Rebels by 3 purely on their performance against the Chiefs, which was better even if they did not get the results. Next up, the game I'm heading off to. So I'm up to Albany on the North Shore to watch Blues versus Bulls. So if you're going to be there, do give me a shout out and we can say hi. The Blues again have had a tough start, but they've been playing New Zealand opposition. On the whole, the Bulls have been disappointing this season, and so I'm backing the Blues by 10 in this one. Next up, the Brumbies host the Highlanders. Brumbies have done better than I expected. To be honest, I thought this was going to be a rebuilding season for them, and the Highlanders have got a whole bunch of injuries. However, the Australian sides have only won one game against overseas opposition combined this season, and so it's hard to pick the Aussie side. I'm going to pick the Highlanders by 3, despite all those injuries. Next up, the Sunwolves host the Stormers. Now, the Sunwolves had a decent tour of South Africa, even if they did not have if they didn't get the results. Comment there, Sopawanga is the best player in the world. I'm sorry, no, he's not, but he is a very good player. And even though they are hosting the Stormers, it's in Singapore, so it's not really a home game as such. I'm going to back the Stormers by 10 there. They are a side that should be making the playoffs, really. The Kings then host the Lions, and the Lions had a big victory over the Reds last weekend, so they're back in their stride. The Kings had a better performance than we expected, really, last weekend, but still I can't see anything but the Lions winning by about 15 there. The Cheetahs host the Sharks. Now, the Cheetahs are having a better season, coming off the back of their Currie Cup victory where they went undefeated, but they did lose to Argentina. No, they lost to the Jaguares in Argentina last weekend, and so have had a long bit of travel there, even if they did rest some players. The Sharks have been a bit up and down, and I'm going to back the Sharks by 7 anyway in this one. Finally, the Jaguares will host the Reds, and the Jaguares are coming off the back of 2 victories over the Lions and the Cheetahs, and have been at home for 3 games on the trot now, which will be absolutely fantastic for them. The Reds are coming off the back of obviously being in South Africa and having Quade Cooper red carded, so you got to wonder, I'm not expecting him to play this weekend. So with all that in mind, I'm backing the Jaguares. I've gone by 7. I perhaps probably should have gone by a couple more, really. But I think they will win that one as well. So those are my thoughts on round 5. If you've enjoyed this and you're on Twitter, please do retweet it. If you're watching on YouTube, give it the old thumbs up. Do sign up for the DrivingMaul Newsletter on Twitter, Periscope. The link is in the title. On YouTube, it's in the comments. It's in the notes below. Thank you for watching. Enjoy whatever rugby you are going to be watching this weekend. As I say, if you're going to be at the Blues Bulls game, say hi. And it's always good to chat about rugby. Cheers, folks.